Greetings. Welcome to the Yang Style Tai Chi course. I'm Michael Gilman. Today we're going to put together a lot of the various elements that we've been examining over the course of the past several months. Try to put it all into one sort of reference package. Most all of the elements that we've been working on have to do with the yin-yang of Tai Chi, what we call inside, outside, open, close, forward, back, soft and firm. And each of we did a whole series of videos, reference videos, examining one of these elements each time. And now I just want to kind of put it all together, wrap it all up, and give you the information in one place. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the bottom and look at these various elements and work our way up through the body, and then work on like one movement. We'll work on one movement and put all of these elements into one movement. All right? Okay, so just as a reminder, we always want to keep our feet basically shoulder width apart. We want to have the knees always going in the direction of the toes. We want to make sure the hips are relaxed, the knees are relaxed, the shoulders, elbows are relaxed and drooping. We don't want to lift the shoulders up. We want to keep the shoulders and elbows drooping. We want to keep the head always erect, the spine integrated and lifting as much as possible, the head upright, the breathing relaxed in and out through the nose. And we're going to talk quite a bit about breath towards the end of this session. But generally speaking, the breath is relaxed, even, in and out through the nose. All right, so let's start with what we call, let's start looking at the feet, the elements of the feet, okay? Now, as I said, the feet are basically shoulder width. Another basic sort of rule, and that doesn't, it pretty much is every movement, is that the back foot is at a 45-degree angle to the front foot. The knee always goes in the direction of the front toe, and generally goes just to touch to the front, just goes in the same direction as the toe. We want to make sure that the stances are not intersecting, which means that the direction of the front toe will not hit into the back foot. So when you step ahead, we step ahead, making sure that this angle still ends up with about a shoulder width. Another thing about the stepping and about as we go through this, one of those always sort of basic principles that no matter what your style, it's very, very important, is that when you go to step out, you sink and gather the weight. The heel touches down, and only then will the weight move forward. It's very important not to just be stepping in what would be sort of a natural kind of step. No, in Tai Chi, you always want to stay in your back foot until the front heel hits down, then shift your weight forward, with making sure the knee goes in the direction of the toe. Okay? So, let's look now at what we call inside and outside of the foot. So the foot, when the weight is received onto the foot, whether it be the front foot or the back foot, the energy goes mostly into the inside of the foot. The big toe, the inside arch, and the heel. When the weight is moved off of the foot and shifted forward, it comes from the heel and the outside of the foot. So this would be yin, or gather to the inside, and yang, or give out, create the energy from the back foot, okay? So gather to the inside and release from the outside. Now, if it doesn't matter whether you're turning the waist, whether we do movements that the waist is turning, or we do movements that we're just coming straight forward and straight back, this rule always applies. And it's just natural and very, very important for rooting, for working with the energies of the body, okay? So what we call gather to the inside and releasing from the outside, okay? So that's the basic information about the feet. That's very important. The toes, they never intersect. You touch down with the heel, you gather to the inside and release from the outside. You don't want to ever lift the foot up. For instance, like in some martial arts, they would lift this back foot up. In Tai Chi, we don't do that unless we're stepping ahead. But if we're just moving from foot to foot, we keep it rooting down and spreading out. Okay,